Hi there, and thanks for joining us. I'm Connie Tran. Infertility is a common problem that plagues many who want to have a baby. About 13 in 100 couples in the U.S. have trouble becoming pregnant. Here in the Central Valley, doctors Carlos and Carolina Sweldo are a father-daughter duo collaborating to help patients fulfill their dreams of being parents.
Hi. Oh, wow. How you doing?
This is a reunion 20 years in the making.
Thanks for coming. How you doing?
Dr. Carlos Sweldo is an infertility specialist, one of the very first here in the Valley, and world-renowned for his knowledge of infertility and reproductive medicine. 2 decades ago, he helped Judy Rouse get pregnant.
I got pregnant with twin girls in '98, and I delivered full term in June 22nd of 1999.
Judy sought out Dr. Carlos Sweldo's expertise in fertility because she and her husband were not getting pregnant after trying for about 2 years.
My cycles were irregular, and that's where the blockage was. Like, my ovaries were fine, but both my fallopian tubes were blocked. They don't know why.
She underwent in vitro fertilization, or IVF. IVF is a process where a woman's eggs and a man's sperm are combined in a special laboratory to create an embryo. Then an embryo, or embryos, are transferred into a woman's uterus, and if successful, pregnancy occurs. Dr. Carlos Sweldo explains infertility is quite common. However,
the causes of infertility are very complex, and sometimes couples try a year, others try 2 years, others try 5 years, and until they come and consult us. So the sooner the better.
He says a woman's age is one of the most important predictors of fertility. The older a woman is, the more difficult it can be to get pregnant. Dr. Carlos Sweldo introduced fertility treatments to the Central Valley in 1984. He says he finds great satisfaction in helping his patients, like Judy, achieve their goal of parenthood.
I think it's a very rewarding area to be in. Sometimes they impact the opposite way when things don't work or you are not able to accomplish what really the patient wants. As it hurts you very, very significantly. But for the majority of the couples in whom you're able to produce what they want, is just an incredible feeling of satisfaction.
Judy says her IVF experience was sometimes lonely and wished in 1997 there were same support groups there are today for couples going through infertility.
We know that infertility can be a very isolating disease to go through. This feeling of I'm the only one. And shortly after my arrival here in the Central Valley, I realized there was this deep need. The patients wanted it. They were looking for an outlet in terms of support and resources.
Hello. How are you, Megan?
Good, how are you?
Dr. Carolina Sweldo decided to follow in her father's footsteps in reproductive medicine here in the Central Valley. She now works alongside him at the Women's Specialty and Fertility Center in Clovis. One of her goals in working with her patients is to support them emotionally.
The resilience that my patients have is just honestly something to be respected. They fall off the horse, or they get a period, or something happens, or a treatment is canceled, and they have to pull themselves back up and get back on that horse. And it's really admirable, honestly.
Dr. Carolina Sweldo has been treating 30-year-old Megan Garza for the last year.
When I was 16, I was diagnosed with a pituitary tumor. So they kind of told me then, hey, later down the road, when you want to be a mommy, you're probably going to have fertility issues.
Megan has gone through 2 IVF cycles, but both failed. She hopes the third time produces the baby she's always wanted.
It's a lot of emotions, the financial headaches of it all. It's all there. It hits you on every level, spiritually, all your relationships.
Megan says she leans on Dr. Carolina Sweldo not only medically, but also for support, as the infertility journey can be emotionally taxing. Dr. Carolina Sweldo encourages her patients to join Resolve, a nonprofit organization that provides support groups to those dealing with infertility. Every April, she promotes National Infertility Awareness Week, and this past spring, the doctor organized the very first local Walk of Hope, but it was unfortunately postponed due to the coronavirus pandemic.
She's there. She is on her phone. She's promoting stuff for us. She works really hard for this community. making awareness.
It's a commitment to patients. Dr. Carolina Sweldo says she has learned from her father. Both doctors pledging to always go above and beyond for the couples they see.
Dr. Swallow is very easygoing. He just gives you that fatherly touch that everything is going to be okay, and he's just reassuring.
National Infertility Awareness Week is a movement that was founded in 1989 by Resolve. Its mission is to empower people and change the conversation around infertility. To learn more, visit resolve.org.